What's going on, guys? So I am out here at the 2025 Hershey RV show, and we're going to take a look at this absolutely crazy small Summit series from the folks over at Coachmen Catalina. Check this thing out. This thing is absolutely insanely small, but not just that, they're actually executing on it in a really good way. I love this gigantic window, and that's actually the reason I pulled over, because the trend right now is to try to get you as much visibility out of the camp side, which is this side of an RV, as possible. And they've done a pretty good job here. So we're gonna take a closer look at this thing. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So we're going to start with the numbers on this unit. It's going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 4,000 pounds. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 1,597 pounds. And it's going to have a dry weight of only 2,336 pounds, 16 feet long, tip to tip. That is absolutely crazy. You can see you have a 20-pound propane can right there. Spot that could easily fit a couple batteries. You could easily add a power tongue jack to this if you wanted. This is a stick and tin unit, which means it's going to have a wood structure with aluminum siding on a steel frame. Storage down here is actually pretty dang massive, considering, I mean, that is a lot of storage for something this size. Towable by most half-ton trucks. I would actually say there are probably not a lot of half-ton trucks that couldn't tow this. You definitely want to be safe, though. You want to make sure that you do have the right cargo capacity, and if necessary, a weight distribution hitch, sway control, all that. Don't know how much of that you would absolutely need. Just keep in mind, though, this is still relatively tall. When comparing it to, say, that Flagstaff next to it, this is actually significantly taller, which means it's still going to create a heck of a wind profile when you're going down the road, and you do want to have the right towing setup for that. Just has traditional leaf sprung suspension on it, JBL speakers, and this is the 134 RDX. It's prepped for solar ready, and it has a nice power awning with LED light strip beneath it. Stepping on board, going up the MORryde step above steps. So check this out. I'm going to quickly pan around so you can see what's going on in here. And honestly, it's crazy to think they fit all of this into this unit, because it feels so much larger on the inside than you might think. It has a fully functional kitchen, thermofoil countertop, undermount plastic sink, a lot of depth to it, plus 2-burner cooktop there. You have your microwave above right here, and it's not convection. Over here you have your Everchill 12-volt refrigerator with freezer on top. Not a huge freezer, but it's still there. And then you have this cool little dinette area that also can turn into a bed. So if you have, you know, a small kiddo, you could easily fit a family of 3 in here. But check out the size of this window. It is huge. It gives you a tremendous amount of light and visibility outside of the RV. That is just really, really well executed on. Plus you have cabinet storage up top. You don't have any drawers that I can see unless they're pull-out drawers. No drawers in the kitchen. That's kind of a fail. I do wish that they would have had at least a couple drawers in here, because as I've said in multiple videos, without drawers, it's hard to say it's a kitchen. Your thermostat, plus you have, actually your thermostat is right here. And this right here, I think, is going to be your on-demand water heating system. So in the bathroom, you don't have a sink, but you do have your mirror, plastic foot flush toilet. It's a good sized shower back here. I just wish they would have put a shower surround. Instead of like a water impervious wallboard by itself, it would have been nice to have an actual shower surround in here. I think that's the one thing that's really missing. You've got some basket storage up here, and you could easily fit more of it. And then coming around this way, under the bed, looks like you might have access to some additional storage right here. And I'm not sure what's behind here. Okay, so you have a hatch that folds down, or at least unplugs, and you have the ability to put stuff inside of there or access it from inside of the RV. That's actually really nice. You don't see a lot of manufacturers that do that. Little flip-up storage right here. Has a good-sized window over there. Then you have your TV already mounted on the wall over here. But what are your thoughts? I kind of like this unit, and it's super compact, but it's relatively wide. So you still get a lot of space in here, considering the fact it's only like 16 feet long, tip to tip. That's pretty dang amazing. You got your GE profile air conditioning unit up here as well, with heat pump. So that is really cool. So this has a heat pump on it, and you also have a furnace down here. So it's not just one or the other, you get both. That's awesome. I'd love to know your thoughts though. Drop a comment below. What do you think about this unit? Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.